Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of the Kings Vibe podcast. And today we're starting a new series. Title of this series is "Making a Dollar Out of 50 Cents." You might have heard it before, but it's a whole concept. Think about how many opportunities you get and how many opportunities that pass you that you don't utilize. That's what we're going to talk about. But today specifically, we're going to talk about making opportunities, creating them, and taking advantage of them. But I have with me DJ the Juice Man. I got Nick two times. I got Peanut, and I got a special guest. You might have seen him in the video before. My man Rod Stevenson. What's going on?
How y'all doing? Yo, hit a button for my man. One of them like hooray buttons or some shit. Hey, there he is. Hey.
What's up, man? How y'all been? How's the week?
Long.
It's been weak, bro.
It's been weak.
Week has been weak, man.
Yeah. So today we have a new topic, a new series which is gonna go on for a few weeks. But basically we just want to talk about how to make, create, and take advantage of opportunities that come your way, right? So I'm gonna start this way. Every single person has some type of obligation to make a conscious effort to use up the opportunities that come their way, right? I think as a human being, and it's just playing your part as a human being, and to the people you support and people that look up to you, you have to take advantage of all these opportunities. But what if these opportunities are not coming your way? Right? I think that's probably the focus of the conversation.
I think to start off, some opportunities I'll just automatically swing some people away, but at the same time, opportunities is always swinging your way. You may not see them. Sometimes people feel like they need opportunities to look this big, when it's just like that opportunity can look this small, but once you kick that door open, it's real big, but they just miss it. It's always opportunities, stuff out here all the time that you're just not paying attention to because your eye not trained to pick it up. It's like having on special glasses. When you super motivated, you put on these like special glasses. Like, yo, I'm seeing everything out here. But some people who maybe they're not in tune with that, so they're just not seeing the opportunities. Just my idea about missing opportunities or not seeing them or them not being available.
Oh yeah,
I think that's false.
I think you like Peanut was saying, you just got to be aware 100%. But not only that, you got to be available. You can't just be in your house watching the next infomercial and soaking up whatever's going on around your house. You gotta go out and you actually gotta be available. Then opportunities will start to arise.
Yeah, I mean I agree with you, man. Like I always hear this terminology, like the TV doesn't pay you pay the bill for the cable. So if you're gonna keep watching the TV and the TV ain't gonna watch you, so you're gonna just be on the couch. So if you spend 5-6 hours watching a series, like people like to binge watch everything, you could have been spending like 2 hours out of that 6 hours building something. You got YouTube video out here. People don't really need like skills nowadays. There's a how to do on everything, like on YouTube and some other videos out there. Even forget about YouTube for now. The stuff that's around your house, or the stuff you could buy at a flea market or something basic you can just flip. Like
let go.
You can't just climb the stairs from the bottom all the way to up. You gotta hit each one of those stairs. People like to skip steps, but that's not gonna get you to where you wanna be. So you gotta hit all the steps and get to where you need to be. So that way when you get to the top, hey, like I said in the very first video, it's gonna be lonely at the top. There's gonna be snipers everywhere, but at the same time, you know what you had to do to get to where you are, and you're gonna appreciate that more. So every time you get a chance to make a little bit of money, it doesn't matter if it's 50 or 100 or whatever, you should be able to actually get to that next level so you can build up. Because you might wanna flip a house, but you don't have the money to buy the house to rebuild it and flip it. But guess what? You can start doing those so you can save up so you can get to where you need to be and then get to that flipping.
So before Peanut, say something and Rob pass a comment, right? You said something about skipping steps, and maybe we could talk about it more, but I don't think skipping steps is a problem because you're gonna get to where you want to get to.
Oh, yeah.
right? Because unless that's not what you were trying to say.
Second,
I'm just worrying about if he got a chance to breathe because he was long-winded.
Oh, he put a comma in there. I heard the comma.
That was it.
Nah, I didn't believe at all. So, what I mean by like a lot of people fail to understand that you can skip steps, but sometimes you may miss some information that was valuable for you to get to the finish. You can get to the finish line however you want to, but the guy who get to the finish line and hit all the steps, the proper steps, they're gonna learn everything that needs to be. Whenever they go back to that process, they can do it as well as the first time. Sometimes you get to the finish line and it's like, man, you had that story that you were telling us earlier. Like you almost went over an edge with like when you went
four-wheeling.
Yeah, four-wheeling. So if somebody didn't stop you, you would have been over. You would have been gone. So like those near, you don't see them when you doing things like that. Those near call, like if I didn't skip this step, I would have been good. But you can derail. Your train can derail easily.
Okay.
And you're not even knowing what's going on.
But sometimes you need to fail too. But
exactly.
But back to what you were saying, like you can flip anything. It's a new generation, the way we're doing COVID and the way we're moving around with stuff. I mean, you can go around your house and sell stuff out your house. The modern day garage sale. You don't make $1 that way.
I like that, but let Rob pass a comment and then because I have something on that.
Well, I feel like making $1 out of 50 cents is something that you have to recognize it before anything. It's all about I gotta know that I got 50 cents. Some people don't even know that. You know what I mean? They don't even know what's in front of them. If you want me to be honest with you, I feel like me personally, I've had 50 cents, I've had 75 cents. I might even have had the whole dollar and didn't even notice I had it. And that's a big, big factor. You know what I mean? Recognition on where you are and what you can do is the biggest, is the start to this whole thing.
I like that. Not only just your financial aspect, but your liabilities, your assets, all that good stuff, because I wasn't budgeting either. It took me a long time to learn even how to do the concepts of beginner budgeting and all that other good stuff. So that's some good information. I like that.
I mean, it's not just financial. It's just whatever you got going. Whether you want to be a pilot, you want to be a freaking private pilot, you can have all the tools in front of you and not even know it. Yeah. Sorry I take it to what
No. Actually, congrats, man. I think we never said no video. Congrats on earning your flight suit. I think that's a big milestone.
Hey.
So congrats, my man.
Out here.
But if you want to be all right, let's talk about something we all know. School, right?
Yeah.
We all are in the military. Everybody knows this. We all started this whole program going to school, and you look at it, and it's like we all started with college credits. But recognizing, hey, I'm already a step ahead of the game. Let me jump on it. Me, I didn't realize it. I sat on it for a little bit and not even noticed where I was going. So it's noticing your position, whether it's you're a photographer, you're a mechanic, whatever the heck you're doing. Noticing your position.
Let me expand on that. Not only noticing your position, but not wasting it. Because like you said, I was wasting my time, especially whenever I first came into the military. I wanted to party, hang out, and I was killing it on that game. But I didn't realize a lot of the other potentials I had, like college and volunteering and all the good atmospheres or saving and all the other stuff. I was basically just living life until like maybe my 5th year in the Navy, and I buckled down. And I was like, all right, boom, boom, boom. Let's start getting educations, license, set myself up, blase, blase, blase. But I also went through a moment where I seen a lot of people getting fired and getting kicked out and just a bunch of stuff. So I had like awakening. So sometimes it takes that.
I think as far as opportunities go, I know we're talking about making $1 out of 50 cents or whatever. But obviously you should make money. Everybody needs to make money. You want to feel some sort of or real sense of freedom. I feel like in this country and in this world, you got to have money, right? Because you got to be able to buy your way and to do whatever you want to do. If you want to jet ski, you got to have money to jet ski all the time. You get your private pilot's license, you got to have money for that or some way to finance it. So you do need money. But the thing is that for me, the most important thing is, yeah, it's money. But to me, what makes a person poor is the fact that they're poor in spirit. So growing up on the south side of Chicago, it's like, I mean, all of us poor over here because we ain't got no money, but some of y'all are for real poor. Like, y'all ain't got no manners. You don't know how to recognize it. You wouldn't even know it if you had it. If it fell on you right now, you wouldn't even know. You're not looking for it. So recognizing, like what you said, Rod, but for me, it's like recognizing where you are personally and acknowledging it. Like, hey, maybe I ain't as smart as I thought I was, or I ain't have as much in this area as I thought I did, or maybe I do got enough, or maybe I got too much in this one area, and getting that going.
Are you saying like you're rebasing or
not necessarily rebasing, but making $1 out of 50 cents? For me, money is good, and I'm not gonna say that like I'm not after money, because I am, but money for me is a byproduct of me chasing self-actualization. So I want to master myself, and if I master myself, then everything else that I ever really want is gonna come to me. And if it didn't come to me, that's because I figured out I didn't want it. So that's what I'm saying. Not necessarily rebasing, but constantly. So just like you got a plan to make this money, right? You got to look at it. You got to evaluate your plan while you executing your plan. You got to see what kind of obstacles came in your way, and like, all right, cool, this thing happened, so maybe I got to shift this right now. And for me, for self-actualization, it's just like, all right, this stuff happened, now I got to shift it. Like, these hurdles in my life happened now. Maybe something I didn't think was going to happen happened, and it changed my train of thought. It changed the way that I think about things. It changed my outlook on these things. So now I have to shift something around, shift my mind state around, shift my time around to focus more on maybe this one thing to still achieve what I'm trying to achieve. Because you want to make that $1 out of 50 cents, you got to recognize where you at, and the money is here today and gone tomorrow, but the real opportunities ain't gonna be about money. They're gonna be about positions of leadership and positions of influence. So when somebody can trust you enough to slide you in there, that money is gonna be a byproduct of your leadership and your influence. So chase that. Obviously, you're gonna get the money, but that's more important.
But I wanna.
Yeah, I got something to say about that. I agree with you, man. It's not always about money. A lot of people miss their gifts because they're so focused on like, yeah, I'm gonna get this done because of the money. They're in it for the money. It's not always gonna be about money all the time. If you love what you're doing and you appreciate what you're doing, you love what you're doing every morning, the money will come, regardless. If it doesn't come in like a year or two, it may take longer than that based on what you're doing, but the money will come. But you cannot focus on the money all the time when you first start out. It's like that one a few episodes ago, I was talking about that one preacher, the one that been doing it for like 15 years and the one that just started out like 6-7 months ago. You see the one that been doing it for 15 years getting like 20 grand or 30 grand for like one Sunday preaching on the pulpit or whatever. But he's been struggling for like 15-20 years. They just started making that money. But the one that's coming out of the gate, he's greedy. He wants it. You know what I'm saying? So he wants the same money. So that's how people fail sometimes. They just come out of the gate and focus mainly on money. You cannot focus mainly on money. You gotta understand your gifts. You gotta be able to use your gifts. Everybody's gifted some way, somehow. You just gotta recognize like what your gifts are. Period.
If money is the reason why you do what you do, keep doing it. Keep getting that money. If that's the reason why you do it, keep doing it. However, people just got to understand that there's more to it than just the money.
Oh, yeah,
I don't want us to just rule out the fact that working towards the money is a bad thing. Now,
it's not.
That's why I started it with make the fact that if you want to be free, you gotta have money.
I want to make sure people understand what we're talking about. Now,
well, let's bring it to everybody's level. Look at all the sports and MC Hammer and all these people that did make money. They didn't have the knowledge and they weren't free, and then it all collapsed. movie stars.
So myself personally, right? So sometimes I do things that could make money and I don't make money. But guess what I gain? I gain experience.
Yep.
Right? Which might be worth more than the money. So you might get something out of it. You might even build a network. You might build a friendship. Might not be money.
A reputation.
A reputation, something, you know. So it's not just about the money. There's more to it. However, if the money is what you're looking for, by all means push it, get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
big facts.
You know, I don't like really preaching the financial aspect of things because I'm not a fan of the value of the dollar in our society, right? I just feel like it's too strong, and mentally it rules people. It rules a lot of people. It rules a lot of society. But I look at teachers in our society, right? Everybody knows teachers don't make, you know, primary school age teachers don't make a lot of money. And you wonder, why are they still there? And I think they take us back to, if you look at a teacher, it's very humbling because they take us back to what we are really supposed to be, and that's about uplifting each other. I know I was that bad kid in school, so I probably made some teachers want to quit their job. But but I look back at it now, it's like, man, you know, they really instilled a lot. I mean, I've talked to, you know, a lot of teachers via social media and stuff over the past year or so that I've had before, and you look at it, it's like, it's very humbling because if you look at them and the way they are operating, it's like, man, I know they're not making a lot of money, but to do what they're doing tells you what they value, and it's obviously not the dollar. Yeah. But going back to what I said earlier, I don't think when you recognize where you are is good, but going off of what you said, you could be somewhere and you could have 100 tokens and lose them on a decision you make, whether it's rational or irrational, and gain them. And I feel like, me personally, I've gone back and forth in life. You know what I mean? 10 steps forward, 20 steps back. 3 steps forward, 20 steps back. 100 steps forward, 10 steps back. And that's, you know, and that's the power of what we do. Is that you gotta, it's all about the way you live. It's the experiences, like you said.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going them steps right now.
But also, I mean, that makes you appreciate the progress that you're making, though. Yeah. You know, because if you're just going straight, you're just gonna think that it's a whole lot easier. But if you go and you hit something, it takes you back. It makes you want to push forward and get to at least where you used to be, if not past that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, think about just us in a group setting 10 years ago, where you were at and what you were doing around that time. It's a whole lot different than what it is now. And that's got to, especially if the viewers are like younger and stuff. Don't so much look at that and look at it like 2-year increments or something like that. You're different. You're growing. You gotta take out the stuff that limits your potentials and just hit it. Keep growing. Hit that development. You know.
Yeah, I like that. But we're gonna wrap up this first section and bring you a second one. But in our closing, I want us to take a look at something, right? So I heard something that somebody had said reading an article, and they said that if you are the smartest in the room, it's probably time to move and go to a different room. Right? If you are the smartest in the room, it's probably time for you to move and go to a different room. And mainly what they were trying to say is, you have to constantly want to create opportunities around you. But if you are the smartest, you're going to end up just pushing all your knowledge on people and not necessarily creating different opportunities. You know, all you're doing is just pushing the things that you already know, not so much of things that you want to know in the future. So if you go to a different room and go to, you know, a room where there's more people who are probably smarter than you, they're going to cause you to think outside the box and create different opportunities for you to benefit and hopefully other people to benefit.
And sometimes you have to be uncomfortable to do that. So you have to be welcoming to that. You got to be open to letting your flaws down, letting your walls down, and then showing your flaws and all that.
I agree with that. But what if, right? Say you the smartest person in the room and you, all right, I'm out, guys. I'm the smartest guy here. I got to go find a different group. And you go into a group where you're not the smartest person in the room. And then the smartest person in that room is like, all right, cool, I'm out. Sweet, booking it. If we all left, we would all be left with nothing.
You're all right. However,
Hold on now. So, and I'm not saying don't leave the group. You should branch out, but at the same time, the whole purpose of our being is to give to other people. And imagine this, right? So, say you're the smartest person in the room, and then you tap somebody who maybe they ain't that motivated, or maybe they are that motivated, but they just don't know how to express it and use it. And then you coach them, and then this person just they light up on fire. And now this person that you were like mentoring, you and this person now back and forth constantly. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this. And then you pass that to another person. And now it's just like you don't necessarily have to leave a group. We can just keep building the group that we in and keep expanding on each other.
Makes a lot of sense, right? However, this is how I look at it, right? So business, just like life, your input gotta at least be equal to your output.
Yeah.
Right? So yes, you can share all your knowledge, which is the output, but if you're not getting almost the equivalent in the input that's coming to you, you're not making any progress. You're
Well,
not hit.
I'm gonna go back to what he said, that sometimes it take time for you to get that big input, and sometimes you go 10 steps forward, 20 steps back, 3 steps forward, 20 steps back, and then you finally hit that point. It's like, oh man, I just made 100 steps. I made up my 40 steps that I missed, and I made up 60 on top of that. Oh, I got to step back 10 now. Whatever. Like, I'm gonna get that back. Patience.
Well,
I get what you're saying, but patience.
Exactly. So, well, like Nick was saying, right? So, if you're gonna be in a room and you're not, people are just gonna be comfortable sometimes. You don't know what they know until you actually put your knowledge in front of them. So, if you're gonna leave that room, at least train them, get them get them to where you at, and then leave to the next room where they're gonna train you, and that whoever that person is, that should be like a domino effect. Because if you leave them in the dark and you move to the next group, what good is it to that group you just left? Because you just left them in the dark. You didn't put any shining light in whatever they were doing, and you left them there.
So I think the basis of that conversation is mainly about the subject, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily what transpired between them. It's mainly about you being the smartest in the room. Okay, you got all the knowledge. Nobody's feeding into you. You are constantly pushing out. You're not making any progress. You've pushed out enough to where if you leave the room and you go to other room, you've pushed out enough for them to be able to sustain themselves. And somebody out of that room is going to pick up and be like, boom, I got it.
Yep.
I got it now. Because sometimes you got to think about it. You got to be out of the picture for other people to be like, boom, I'm stepping up.
Yep. I was just about to say that. You have to remove yourself and become uncomfortable so they can be uncomfortable.
So, sure, if you want to stay in the room because you're the smartest, that's cool. However, how I see it is, it's time for me to move. You cannot tell me. You could be with somebody for just a day and pick up so much from that person, right? As soon as this person is out of the picture and you are like, okay, maybe the smartest at that moment, boom, capitalize on that, do what you got to do. Before, it might be your time to also move and somebody else got to pick up on it. Yeah. But when you are there, people are going to be comfortable. They might not do anything, which we've all seen it. They might not do anything because you're smartest. You're going to keep feeding them.
Or you can be like Michael Jordan.
And what?
Keep grinding.
And you can be the person in the room that's like, all right, first of all, I'm here. I know I'm here, and I'm not gonna try to poop on anybody and say that I'm better than you, but we all know that I'm pretty awesome. But at the same time, are you trying to you call yourself playing with me? Okay, you want to play with me? We gonna see how bad you want it. We gonna see how bad you want to be on this team. Because you got to turn into a team aspect. Like, yeah, I'm the smartest person in the room, but one, I'm humble enough to not be out here like I'm the smartest person in the room, but I'm going to push every single one of y'all. And there's going to be times where, because I do agree with the fact that if you out here and you doing everything, people naturally are going to be like, nope, I'm out. Like, yeah, we've seen that all the time. We all came from the same organization where people in the same positions get in this organization. And now, due to their rank, they don't act in the position that they should because as far as positional authority goes, they feel like they're down here. But as far as rank goes, like, hey, I don't know if you remember, but you were up here. You need to start acting like it. Yeah. It's a psychological thing. So what you need to do is take steps back. It's like, you lead.
Yeah.
You got it. You lead.
You got to empower the people that's part of that team, so that way you know what they can do. You told them it's like having your young son who can't swim. You told them in the pool. You know what they can do. You're not gonna let them drown, but you're gonna see how they're gonna react when you put them in that water because you know they can't swim. How you gonna get out?
Yeah, I like that though because let's bring both of those analogies back together. You got to leave the room to be comfortable. Michael Jordan left college early to go to the NBA, but he never left Chicago.
He never left the Bulls.
He never left Chicago, so he grew it. So you can grow the room too, and so I like both of those.
Hey, check this out. You could be in the building, just not in the room.
Okay,
We'll leave it at that.
So, yeah, but yeah,
I know Koozie here somewhere. I gotta be on my A.
Hey, you want it?
I gotta be on my A.
Go find him. All right, anyway, but let's take our departing words and wrap up this section, and we're gonna bring you, like I said, there's a whole series. We got more that's coming, but let's take our departing words and wrap up this section.
Stay awesome.
that's it. All right.
Be who you want to be.
Oh my God. Yeah, regardless of what you're doing in life, man, just make sure you keep following through. When you fail, just don't take that personal, man. Like, you're gonna fail in life regardless of what you do. So whenever that failure come about, just learn from it and move on. Make sure you don't make that same mistake. And if you do repeat that mistake, that means you learn from it the first time. So just keep pushing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, generations have been growing, and like your grandma used to walk 8 miles to school in the snow. You could do the same thing, or you can advance yourself. There's something out there you could be doing to get the money, get the knowledge, get the whatever you want. So just take that step forward, make yourself available, and be aware.
Yeah, he might just be able to drive that Geo, though.
Hey, baby.
Well, that brings us to oh my man.
Hey, shout out to Cali May Photos.
Hey.
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Y'all need some photos? Hey, hit up Cali May Photos.
Cali May.
I got you.
And actually, we're gonna put the Facebook info and the logo down there so you can see it, and make sure you go in there, like them. I actually saw some of it. The one I think it was like a coffee spot or something like that. That thing pretty nice. I like it. Yeah, but we've been talking about creating opportunities, and the title for this whole series is making $1 out of 50 cents. It's a concept, not literally. It's a concept, but. We've been talking about creating opportunities. We're gonna wrap up this section. We have another one coming up, and that's you probably wanna watch that one. But again, I've had with me my man Ross Stevenson. I've had DJ the Juice Man. I had Nikki two times, and I got Peanut. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment on our YouTube so we can always bring you more. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you can get all the notifications. But until next time, be safe. We'll see you around.